Assalamu alaikum. Hi, how are you? I hope you're fine. Today's lesson is going to be about form, meaning, and function. So, let's start. Now open your book on page 44. We've talked about the present simple and the present progressive in Unit 1. I'm going to put the link to the lesson down in the description box. Present progressive for the future. We've known the present progressive before. It's formed by be plus verb and ing. This is the timeline. This is the future, the past, and now. The present progressive happens now. For example, he is studying. They are going home. Present progressive for the future. We use it for plans in the future, just like going to. We don't change anything in the present progressive. We only add a time expression. And then the time will change from now to the future. For example, he is studying next week. They are going home tonight. If I want to ask about the present progressive for the future, I use when. When is he studying? Then a question mark. The answer will be he is studying next week. And the next one, when are they going home? Then a question mark. The answer will be they are going home tonight. Now let's take some exercises. Do as shown between brackets. 1. When are you playing? Answer. 2. When is he? Arrive, arrives, arriving. Choose. So, for the first one, what's the answer? Very good. I'm playing next week. Number 2. Excellent. Arriving. When he is arriving. Time expressions for the future. We've taken time expressions at the beginning of this lesson, and they are tonight, tomorrow, this weekend, next Monday, next week, next weekend, next month, next year. Time expressions can be used in the answer like this. When are they studying? They are studying next week. Next week is a time expression. And also they are used in the questions like this. Are you sitting your exam tonight? Now tonight is a time expression. Now the word sitting means you're going to take the exam. The answer should be yes, I am. Will you play next week? Next week is a time expression. And the answer, no, I won't. Or you can say, no, I won't play next week. making a response to suggestions. You are going to listen to a short conversation. Try to catch the suggestion phrase and the response.
I'd love to have dinner on Friday, but I'm not sure where.
How about we go to Chez Philip?
Great idea. I haven't been there in over a year.
Did you catch the suggestion phrase and the response? How about we go to Chez Philip? Now the suggestion phrase was, how about? The response was, great idea. Now there are lots of suggestion phrases like, let's go to Chez Philip. Let's is a suggestion phrase. And the response can be, yes, let's go. There's a third suggestion phrase. Why don't we go to Chez Philip? Why don't is a suggestion phrase. And the response may be, yes, let's go. This is when you are accepting the suggestion. And there are lots of ways to answer this. That's a good idea. That sounds good. I'd love to. These are all ways to accept the suggestion. If you want to decline the suggestion, I'd prefer, that's a good idea, but I'm not sure. Now, let's take some exercises. Change the suggestions and then give an accepting and declining answer. Play football. How do you change play football to a suggestion? You say, how about we play football? We add how about we play football. Or you can say, how about you play football? And the accepting is, that's a great idea. Decline, I'd prefer to stay at home. Open your book on page 44. Hussein and Ahmed are going on a school trip. They will visit a new science and technology museum. Work with a partner. Ask and answer. Use future form and time expressions. Example: A. When are they going? B. They are going tomorrow. A. What will they see and do at the museum? B. They are going to see exhibits about robots. They will learn about space travel in the future. A. What will they take? We are going to do the dialogue together. You ask and I will answer. They are going next week. They will do some experiments in a science. They will wear a white coat and a face mask to protect their eyes. They are going to eat lunch at 1 o'clock. B. Hussein and Ahmed are at the museum. They are discussing what to see and do. Make a dialogue. Use language for making and responding to suggestions. Example: Hussein, let's go to the space show. Ahmed, great idea. Oh wait, we can't. It's sold out. How about we take a look at the art gallery? Hussein, I'm not sure. I don't like art. Why don't we go to the dinosaur section? Ahmed, that sounds great. Let's go. Now open your book on page 45. information questions. Now, there are two types of questions in the English language. They are yes-no questions and information questions. Now, in the yes-no questions, the answer either yes or no. For example, yes, I am, no, they will not. In the information questions, the answer is a piece of information. For example, I will travel at 9 p.m. They play well. Now, we use the WH questions like when, where, who, what, how, why within information questions. Here are some examples of information questions and the answers in the future. What are you going to do in the summer? I'll probably travel. How will you get there? Maybe I'll drive. We often use will with probably or maybe to express doubt or uncertainty. Tag questions. We often use tag questions to check information. He is reading. Now, in the space, this is where we put the tag question. Now, this is the subject. This is the helping verb or the auxiliary verb. They are the same. And we have the verb. Now, when we make the tag question, we change the helping verb into negative if it's affirmative. They won't play. We put the tag question by changing the helping verb from won't to will. Then we bring the subject. Now, as we told you, if it's negative, then the tag question is affirmative. فأسئلة التاج مثبتة. He drives to school every day. Now, in this sentence, it means always. It's in the present simple. We don't have a helping verb here. If the sentence is in the present simple, we have two choices, either don't or doesn't. Okay, so how do we choose from don't or doesn't? By looking at the subject. He takes doesn't. So we say, doesn't he? Now, as always, the main sentence is affirmative and the tag question is negative. They stayed home yesterday. Now, in this sentence, it's yesterday means in the past. Past simple. So what do we do if it's in the past simple? If it's in the past simple, we have only one choice. Did. And then we change it to negative. ونحولها إلى المنفي. We say, didn't they? Open your book on page 45 and look at question C. Find out about your classmates' habits and interests. Ask and answer questions about their plans for the various times in the box. Use future forms and time expressions. For example, A. What are you going to do in the weekend? B. I'll visit my cousins. I'll probably go horseback riding on Saturday. A. That sounds great. B. What will you do on the weekend? A. I'll probably go to the new science museum with my brother. I haven't been yet. I'm going to answer only two. A. What are you going to do in the summer? B. I'm going to start a business. What a wonderful idea. A. What will you do tomorrow? B. I'll probably study for the exam. D. Write down some of your classmates' answers for exercise C. Then check the information with them. Use question tags. For example, A. You usually go horseback riding on the weekends, don't you? B. Yes, I will probably go on Saturday. B. You're going to go to the new science museum, aren't you? A. Yes, that's right. A. You're going to start your business this summer, aren't you? Yes, I am. A. You won't watch the match with us tomorrow, will you? B. No, I won't. I will be studying for the exam. If you want more exercises, go to your workbook, page 29 and 30. Thank you for listening. أشكركم على الاستماع، وهذا وصلى الله وسلم على نبينا محمد. إذا أعجبكم ما قدمناه آمل مشاركة الفيديو وكذلك الاشتراك في القناة.